Welcome back to the stream. So today we are on Ruckard Divergenced strategy part 9. Okay. And so what we are going to do today is to have a specific settings for long and short trades. So let me check. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah, sorry for the delay. So today we're going to add settings for long and short trades, specifically for auto level RSI closing specific. Let's watch video and we will start.
Zignaly, all of the profit and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more to any profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable C coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees.
Okay, so let's focus on this. This should be quite easy. I already have this stuff, which is letter G. I'm not going to change letter because it's more or less the same code. I just need to add these new settings. So let's check what we have here. So you have this enable short, enable long. So we have this enable RSI closing auto level. So these three values have to be the same thing for long and for short. So more or less we want to just replicate this. So the question is, yeah, how the hell do we modify this down here and down there? Maybe I should work the other way around. So closing RSI, it's going to be the same thing, which is 14. We don't change that for long and short. And long RSI closing level and short RSI closing level two different things and that do not need to be changed here, but we need to change this here with this long and short staff. So basically what we want is to copy and paste this code and just use it differently, and then we want this to have different code. Okay, this makes sense. So let's start here, then we will go up to change whatever it's needed. So what we want is enable long RSI closing auto level, and we want enable short RSI closing auto level. So if we enable long, it's just about long, and if we enable short, this is only about short. So the question is there anything? No, there's nothing about the short and long, because every one of these variables has the right value. So I'm not going to modify this because we are not going to modify it. However, this calculus here should have something similar. I mean something change, which is this values here, because this should be different if it's long or if it's short. That's what we are going to change up there. So this needs to be long RSI and short RSI, and the same way this should be long and short. Okay, so we have the bars number, and we also should have the look back number is also long and short. Closing RSI is the same thing, and as we have said, we use the same length, the same RSI length for both long and short. We don't think that we need separate value for this, so we can use this for the current time frame and the higher time frame. So now the only thing that it's left is to change the values here. So basically what you want to do is just enable long, just add the values where it's needed. Then this should be enable short and short and short. Okay, so the next thing it's to do something like, look at this. This is long outer level, and this is a short outer level. So this is the same group, but this is RSI. So this is the long RSI, so that we have everything in the single line for long. And this should be short, so that we have everything into single line for short. Okay. So the values, the default values are 55 and 42 by default, and this is turned on by default. We might tune this up a bit. So let's copy and test all of this here, the development tab. So we copy and paste and save. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, so now we can test this. It should have the same return as before. I haven't taken a snapshot but and a screenshot, but I think it's the same thing. So here you have enable. Okay, it doesn't matter. So here you have long and short. Let's see what happens, say if I remove both of them. Do I have something like 80%? Maybe 60%. Let's reset this. Yeah, the 80% was this with this custom time frame, isn't it? Something like that. Okay, I don't know why. What was the setup that give me site attack? Is it this one? Maybe not. Okay, so now we have the default values, okay? And this gave us 16 and 40. But now we can change these values to something else. And I mean, you can think maybe I should work with less. I'm not sure. Doesn't seems to work so well. Maybe I should work with more. Not sure if it's doing anything. This here. Okay. And then, what about changing the number of bars used for detecting this stuff? Okay, let me take a screenshot because I am not sure. Okay, so we have 16 on long. So let me check. So this is long, then 50. Okay, apparently using less bars is not a good thing. Well, let's see what happens if we change short. Let's see if changing short helps us some. So let's use more candles. It's a bit better, 41 instead of 40. But I'm not sure this is the right way of doing it. Okay, now we have a better long without even looking for it. Okay, let me see, 85. Hmm. 32, okay. Well, doesn't seem to be a good thing to do. What about 60 and 35, let's see. Okay, now we have almost the same thing, but let me check the other values here. 9%, 33. I don't know, it would seem that we already found the best values. Maybe this is overfit because this is too great to be true. Anyways, I wanted to implement this feature. One thing that I didn't do before was to check other pairs. So let's check them for a moment, see if we find anything that makes sense. Maybe these ones. I'll take like this. This is bell. Doesn't work with short bell. Only with long. Let's see Abax. Let's see this new coin called Luna 2. Oh, and this other new coin, which is Cardano. Yeah, Tron seemed to be okay. So apparently these are good settings for longing on several coins, even if in Bitcoin it works more or less for the same thing, more for short than long. In other coins this is better for long, but it seems that it's quite random. Okay, let's save this new functionality and let's see. Yeah, that's right. So let's add this script, and this is going to be part 2 of auto RSI levels. So that means that now I can bump this version to be G3, and this is G3. Okay, nice. This should be bumped to G3, and then let's add attack. So now I should be able to push this onto the interwebs. So let me show here, not this. So this is G2. I should be able to get G3 here. And now I can edit the video so that this is saved onto the video description. Nice. Okay, so now what I want to do is to copy and paste I want to copy and paste what's the thing. Okay, so right now we have this in the internet, and now we want to move this into the Ruckard Zignaly template because the work has been done. I mean, I am willing to work in this protection so that the protection is also dynamic, but I'm not sure what the hell to use. If I am being honest, I am not sure what the hell to use. If I am being honest, I am not sure what to do here. So yeah. However, the maximum RSI level for the closing function has been finished, and we are going to push this into the template. So we need to compare and push things here. Okay, so what I need to compare is Gmax RSI with the Ruckard Zignaly template, and we should see everything that's different here so that I can apply them quite easily. And one of these days I will have to recreate the final divergence strategy from the Zignaly template, but it's not worth it right now. Okay, let me check to long, large, long, short, close. So these are different settings with protection. And here we have this stuff about what the hell are the super strategies? They are here. Yeah. This makes me nervous because I have to copy and paste manually stuff because it takes too much time for me to. RSI closing super strategy. Okay, it seems I can push this into a single. Where the hell is RSI closing and RSI closing? Nice. Well, it seems that I have to copy this stuff manually, this first stuff manually, but then we are right, we are fine. So this should be, let me see, long RSI protection. So this should be 344. So we should have this around here, 344. Let's make this a bit smaller. Wait, I want this one instead. So 344. Now I want this one, the 349. Then the 353. So these are the settings that we are using. So on the top pane, I'm going to go into the Ruckard Zignaly template. Let's look for a nice place for this, which should be here. Here we are. Okay, so now if I update this comparison, I should have the stuff about the inputs in a single place. So I have it here and here. Nice. And now I should be able to apply this logic in an easy manner, which is the RSI closing sub-strategy. Wait, I cannot apply it because it gets mixed with excuse momentum divergence strategy. So this is 621. Let me see. 621. Okay. So this is what I want. Copy. And I should find, yeah, so this is the RSI protection, and this is the RSI closing super strategy. Nice. So now if I update this comparison, I should have this lines right here. So here I have the inputs, and down here somewhere, wait a moment, let's do it. So here I have the logic, which is the same thing both of the sides, and I should have secondary divergence. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Divergence, no. So I should have the long RSI closing and the short RSI closing. Yeah. Let's apply both stuff. And now I have these inputs, the RSI closing. Yeah, but there's things that we have missed. We need to turn this false. We have to, what's the name? We have to, this, it needs to be disabled by default. So let me check. RSI, long RSI closing, short RSI closing. Then you have the auto level and the auto level. And then there's this thing about the custom time frame. So I will just turn off these two here, because why do we want more stuff to be changed at all? False and false. Nice. So now we should have this turn off and off. Okay. So now we should able to add the Zignaly template, and we should have something like this, but we want a comment about our set T. So this is that we add, wait, yeah, which is the letter here? Is it A? This is A, yeah, so this should be A. Added RSI, added auto, with optional auto RSI levels. So we add the RSI closing logic with optional auto RSI levels. And yeah, I guess I should bump this version so that I can publish it, although I'm not sure if it's worth it. This updates each time I update this. So this is 8. So this means that this should be an A2. Wait a moment, what the hell? Yeah. This is an 8. Okay, so now should be able to add plate and to bump the version to 8. Wait, and this should be let me do this properly. We should have something like this. And yeah, I should test this, but I'm not going to test it. So let's check the Zignaly template. So this should be the 8th one, and that's right. So this is going to be found on the video description so that everyone can use it. Yeah. We are done, so yeah, so we should be done for this stuff. So let's do a pause and we continue with an additional feature. Where's this?
Zignaly, all of the profit, and none of the work. Best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that passes at least 100 USDT or more to any profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees.
Okay, so I was saying we have managed to implement the maximum RSI level for the closing. Then we have added these options for long and short trades, which we haven't been able to use in a profitable manner. Then we have added this RSI closing to the Ruckard Zignaly template so that we can use it later. And so now it was going to end the video, but I mean, I have more time. And what I want to do here is to think about the protection, because the protection is something that I'm not sure how it works right now, because it protects more or less, and I'm not sure how to do this dynamically so that you can use it in any pair, and not only Bitcoin, which seems to work well with the values which I have put there, so that the backtest works well. You know, we don't want to overfit stuff. Okay, so now we should work on this. Yeah, okay, so let me show you the problem, what the problem is. So let's go back here. Let's remove this explanation about what goes up and what goes down. Okay. What the hell? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh. let's see what happens. Okay. So if I go here and I look for the protection, RSI protection, the long protection is 45, which I'm going to use here. So this is long protection level, and this is 45, and let's say that this is green. Okay, and then let's add a red line, which we're going to say that this is I don't know, let me see, 58. 58. Okay. And this is going to be short protection level, so that we have both of them here. So let's focus on, let's see if I want to draw in white. So let's so what the hell are the long protection levels that I'm using for doing this stuff? So usually you want to open long positions when you are on the bottom of the RSI, because you are oversold. That means that you have sold too much. Maybe some people will want to buy it here. So if I remove this, you can check that here, yeah, some people buy, still it's overbought. Okay, so that's the idea. You want to buy the low levels. So there's this thing that it's put everywhere, that the best thing is to buy under 30 and sell over 70, but that means that you have a lot less trades. And so what you have here is, do not go into the middle, do not short when you are close to the middle, and do not long when you are close to the middle, when you are here. Okay, so if you want to long, you are only allowed to do it here. Okay, and if you want to short, it's the other way around. You want to short here, because this is above the red line. So when I want to close, so if I open a trade here, I am using this stuff that's checking the highest, you know, the highest trade here in order to close here. But if I want to open down here, I'm using divergences, because this is not an RSI strategy. This strategy works with divergences. So I want to use divergences, which happen to be at the same time here at the bottom. So if I have a long divergence, here I can use it, but if I have a long divergence here, I cannot use it because this is too high. Okay, so thanks to the maximum, I can say, okay, in the last 100 candles, I have this maximum. So whenever you come back here, please close it. So this is what we have here. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. Wait a moment. So when I have this maximum, I know that I can copy it here so that I can cross down, then I close, and it's a nice thing to do. But how the hell do I what's the name? How the hell do I decide where to put this short protection level where I cannot start a new trade dynamically? Okay, that's the question that I want to answer. That's the question that I want to answer, because I mean, I could try to work with percentages, and then it's the same thing. Wait a moment. Take a look at this. Bitcoin is doing something. We're going to 0. Oh my god. Okay, so never mind. There should be a way of deciding which is the maximum on a maximum. How the hell do you decide this? Yeah, this is not easy to think about. Let's remove this stuff once again, because I want to focus on whatever. Okay, let me see. Enable. I want to remove this. I want to remove this also. And oh my god, this is not easy to select. Okay, so I think that the problem should be done in another way, but I'm not sure how. So maybe we should work with levels similar to the ones on what was the name? On the volume profile. Volume point of function. So let's remove these lines. Let's start from scratch. So we have this 50 line, and we have this 70 and this let me see. Yeah, I could try to write a BPOC, not both with volume but with these values. But then, what's the way of doing this? So let me write some, let me draw some ideas, and then we can think about this. So we could say that it's 5 levels, you know. So this is 5. Then I have another 5 here. This is another level. Wait a moment, you need to click here so that it doesn't go away. So this is another 5. Sure, doing this right. But this is these are 5 levels, okay? So here you have. Well, I need to write this. You need to move this to the right, otherwise this does not make sense. So one way of doing this is using the VPOP, which I don't like too much, but maybe that's the way it one needs to do. Okay, let me see. So let's assume that this is 5. So let's assume that this is 5 and that we are taking a look here. Okay, we're going to take a look at this at these bars here. So what you have here is 1, because you only have this one, this value here. Here you have 2 values, and here you have, well, I mean, let's try this with this color. So here you have 1, okay, 1. Okay, let's assume that stuff is 1. Nice. Here you have 1, 2 on the right, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's assume this is 5 because I'm not sure if I can read it properly. So let's assume this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's assume that this one is 6. Okay. And that's it. So that means that in this part, the place where RSI was the most time was here, was at this 6th level, which is, what the hell is this, between 56 and 60, you know, 55, 60. And maybe that's what we are using as a short value, short protection. So short protection is 58. So it matches what we are seeing here. It matches perfectly. So maybe this is what we want to do. So we want to place between 50 and 100 and check what's the POC with 10 or with 5 values. And so we draw the pole and we use it as a protection. So if we are below the pole, we don't enter. And we also need something so that maybe not, we don't need it, I think. So if we are above the pole, we can short, but if we are below the pole, we don't short. And the same thing happens down here. So what the hell do you want this? to be, you want this to be here, which is 40 something, 40, 45. And if you check here, we already have 45. So this might be the right way of establishing a protection, so that you don't have too many trades, and at the same time they are protected, so that you don't do anything which doesn't make sense, anything it's crazy, like longing here. So yes, we have 50, and then we search for the place where the puck is higher. Okay, so let's try to clean all of this mess. See if I am able to. Nice. So now I know what I want to do. Then yeah, so protection. So this is protection. The maximum RSI. So this is the BPOC. The BPOC of. Wait a minute. Of 200 levels. No. Yeah, because it's. Yeah, I want to 5 to 20 levels on the latest 100 bars. Yeah. And this is going to be the dynamic. And then what you want to do is, yeah, but I don't need BPOC. Do I need BPOC stuff for this? Okay. So this is what we're going to do in the next video. I am happy that I have found out that this is the right way of doing this. In the latest sense, so short BPOC is between, and long BPOC is between 0 and 50. So this needs to be 10 levels, because you have only 50 and you want this to be 5. Yeah, I mean, that's my guess. Maybe we can do 20 levels and it will be better, but I'm not sure about this. Also try 20 levels. Yeah. Yeah! This is going to be quite nice to program. It's going to be nice once it has been completed. So I'll show you a video and we will end the video here.
Disclaimer. Any opinions, news, research, and alias prizes or other information contained on our Smith video are provided as general market commentary and do not constitute Simban Smith advice.
Well, as I said before, we are working. We will implement a dynamic protection, an RSI dynamic protection, so that we can find the best RSI to enter while having quite trades to do. Okay, this is going to be in the next video. So thank you very much for watching this video.